I really like that painting right there.
I know
that one right there.
The
Oh, the two people?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
That's
I like
nice.
the colors.
I do too. I love the colors. The piece we worked on tonight, mine's a little abstract, of course, and Barrett, he uses spray paint, and that's how he does his art. And he totally uses spray paint. He doesn't use any other medium. And Jay, he's kind of exploring. He's actually just coming out with a lot of his art, and but he does acrylics, and he also does the spray painting as well. My idea was to incorporate the three of our talents together into one painting so that we could share that with social media and just share that experience, because that was a really cool experience.
I got started into like galaxy type art, like just literally I had a randomly big canvas given to me as a present and a can of black and white spray paint, and I was like, I was gonna draw on the canvas because that's what I've always done, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this painting thing that I saw back in like Mexico a long time ago. So I did a little bit of YouTube research, followed along. I just kept pausing the video, would watch them, then pause, and then eventually I just figured it out. And that's really how I got into it. And that was like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
As a kid, I did a lot of drawing when I was at daycare and stuff, and my mom would hang my drawings, on the fridge like any other kid. But naturally, just being creative came to me easy, and like whether it was drawing, I got older and it moved into more digital stuff such as like Photoshop, video editing, graphic design, and after I graduated, I was thinking about maybe doing things of those sorts, but I took it more back to basics of art, drawing, painting, and the canvas and stuff like that.
I want to support young artists, and I think it's good to put those generations together. My generation and his generation. I wanted to help them because they're young artists. I wanted to help them to kind of get a start, and I think by sharing them in my social media and me sharing me in their social media, that kind of helps all of us to grow.
Some of my favorite things about creating art is just the growing process it can have on you, whether it's something you make instantly and give to somebody, and I'd say the growing process in that is seeing how it affects that person, and maybe you get to see where they hang it in their home and how it interacts with them. And another thing is when you take a really long time on a piece and you see how you grow with it and make more into it, and it goes in a lot more depth than you would expect when you just first start first color on a canvas.
Oh, when people like really dig it, like not just like, I don't care about the compliments, it's like whenever like I sell a piece or like someone comes up and like really wants a piece, like you can tell that their vibe, like they feel the good vibes that I like tried to put into it. So whenever I can tell that they really took it for everything that I meant it to be, like that feels good. Like, and sometimes I even end up giving my paintings away if some people are like, man, I really want that, but I don't have money. I'm like, man, it really just matters to me that like you feel that inside. Like, and every time if you look at it and feel that, that's all that matters to me. Like, that's what this art's about.
Tammy was through the Spirit Fair, and it was just through Barrett and Cindy, and I honestly did not know she did art for the longest time actually. When I found out she had a studio down the street from my house, and that's when we started getting together and just expanding our creativity.
I met Tammy like, I don't even remember when I would have met her, like long time ago at the Spirit Fair, like 5th grade, just because we went to the Spirit Fair, something that our wife Cindy runs, and we just started going there. I think through just my mother meeting her and finding out like after my grandma passed that we could go, and for that reason. But over time we just kept that connection with them.
Just fun, loving guys, and there's so much love that they want to share with people about their art and their passion, and just having that experience and that opportunity with them was wonderful. Over time we just kept connection through the Spirit Fair, and she saw that I was getting into arts. And once she started developing into her arts, we were always just going back and forth with ideas and like, oh man, looking at each other's new pieces, this and that. And then once we realized like we're both just as passionate about it, like we came together just to like figure out really what we can do to like make a change around us and not just use this for our own benefit. And it's cool that she's like taking that initiative like and helping us, like even having a place like this to just paint at, or having like someone there constantly encouraging you.
I was excited to know that I was going to create something with Tammy. I had no idea where I was going to go in, and the second I found out that we were doing a collaborative project, I was just kind of popping off random ideas in my head, and I just rolled off a whim, mixed the paint, and it was really exciting, a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. I liked all the pieces, all this got to it. Really good.
That's creating opportunities. Like that's something that is so hard for artists, like especially in Oklahoma. There's not like culture here, like the fact that Tammy just is willing to go out there and go out of her way to make random videos like this and to show love at random art shows and come out to the art shows that I run for free and just do a live demonstration and give her painting away. Like that means a lot to me. Like I definitely, Tammy's that, she's that shit.
I'm really just focusing on making like an artist network so young artists can really come together, push each other, and notice the growth when there's strong numbers of people with like-minded things and how far that can lead. And that's why I made up an art collective, so I can try to bring as many little artists together, and we end up getting connections like meeting people like Tammy and doing collaborative art pieces. And it's so much more fun, and you'll find things you're not expecting. You'll come into brand new opportunities out of nowhere just from being able to collaborate with people and work with people. And that's what I feel we can do when we come together as artists. I want to push more of that as a creative culture. I started Trip as I want to make like an art network with that. So like I've been focusing on that versus like my music and stuff under like Dawn Jaiye. So like, I've been focusing. I want people to like see the art, and then I know they'll get the music. So
He inspires me more than like most people.